come here for? On entrepreneurship. What did you guys come here for? Class का attendance मिल जाएगा. Even serious about entrepreneurship after this session, after seeing all the dark side, after seeing all the hustle, what you have to do. We have new hands. पहले जब पूछा था तो like very less number of hands were there who wanted to start their own ventures. Now again raise your hands. How many of you want to start? ऐसा क्या reality check मिल गया life में? Like some people पहले से हाथ ऊपर था तो they are repeatable. Some people who are new, what reality check did you get? फिर से कहीं कोई like entrepreneurship is cool, सब कोई कर रहे हैं, we should also do वाला attitude तो नहीं आ गया. Entrepreneurship सब कोई कर रहे हैं. There are somewhere around 1,14,000 startups which are registered in the country right now, and उतने ही पेज से बढ़ भी रहे हैं. You think about any idea, you go onto Google, you will get somebody who is working on your idea. ठीक है? Now, people who had raised hands that they want to start their own ventures, how many of you have your ideas right now? How many of you have your ideas? How many of you are awake? Raise your right hands if you are awake. Did you have your breakfast in the morning? No. Typical student lifestyle. You were not given time कि मन नहीं करता breakfast करने का. See the problem. Classes से आज नहीं. How many of you are from science background? How many of you are from like non-science commerce background? Like okay. पहले science right hand. Commerce left hand. Like I'll do a typical thing. Commerce वालों को tech understanding है. Do you understand tech? How many of you do understand tech? What kind of tech? Mobile use करना आता है ना? You are able to use mobile applications. You have some understanding of how the applications work. किसी ने आके तो सिखाया नहीं, but you were able to use those things. How many of you have used Zomato's application? Everybody. Last कब use किया था? Like who did use Zomato yesterday? Did you see some new features coming onto the application? Features. What feature was there?
Group orders orders.
Group orders or enterprise orders. Zomato saw a new opportunity over here. Zomato saw a new opportunity. That's why they have released a new feature. है कि नहीं? Yes or no? Did you even see that Zomato closed application or a feature a few days back? Sorry? Legends. Did you read that tweet? What Dipinder had done? They didn't achieve product market fit for that feature or a kind of a sub entity of the matter. They didn't reach the product market fit. So the market was not ready for that product, market was not taking in that product, market was not paying for that product. So they closed the feature after I guess 2 years. आसान है Zomato बनाना, Zomato में नए नए features लाना, being Dipinder Goyal, being Ashneep Grover, is it easy? How many of you feel that entrepreneurship is easy with your own skill sets? Either you don't have skill sets or you feel that your skill sets are not ready enough for that entrepreneurship journey. We'll take the second option. Okay. So this was just to wake you up. Are you awake now? Now you, in the first half, you have learned about what you have to do or what changes you have to bring in your lifestyle to become an entrepreneur. Mindset change, सबसे पहला चीज है. You will have to do a hell lot of different things. अगर किसी के दिमाग में ये है कि मेरे को 9 to 5 जॉब नहीं करना है, that's why I'm becoming entrepreneur. भूल जाओ, 9 to 9 है, 9 a.m. to 9 a.m. It is 24 hours work what you have to do. You will have to be at your pace, like even in the night while you're sleeping. I'll just tell you a quick story of a student entrepreneur from Bestowed. If you are active on social media and if you are following startup news, you might have heard of this company called Livelihood.
Yeah.
How many of you have heard? So Livelihood is a startup which Bestowed's team or group of 3 people they started, where they had identified this thing in their college itself that okay, there are no opportunities for people to get connected with the industries and then start working with the industry. A problem? Internshala maybe you can find internships. They might have also identified a problem that okay, there is a gap between skills and people who are seeking those skills. So they thought that okay, let's build a community of seekers and givers, students and industries or startups who are providing those job opportunities / internship opportunities / project opportunities / freelancing opportunities. So those people have seen things in very early in their college lives and they started doing the things in the college itself for their own college. Firstly, they did it for Bestowed itself. Bestowed is having different campuses in different cities. So they were like, okay, they scaled from one campus to different campus. So that was their scale. But now, once they came into the market, they started raising funds. They went back to their alums. Bestowed के alums के पास गए कि okay, we have made this thing. This is working in Bestowed's campus and people are loving it. Now we want to explore other colleges as well. But now we want some money for that. Fundraise के लिए गए. They raised certain funds from their alums. They raised funds from VCs. They raised funds from international VCs. Silicon Valley जाकर के वहाँ से पैसा उठा लिया उन्होंने. So they were like jumping on opportunities one by one. If you are again following startup news, you might have heard there was a Silicon Valley Bank crash which happened last year, SVB. So these cool kids who are into entrepreneurship very early from tier 1 colleges, they see Silicon Valley as their only opportunity. They had all the money which they had raised, they had kept it in that SVB bank, the Silicon Valley Bank. यहाँ पे दिन है, वहाँ पे रात है. वहाँ सुबह हुई, न्यूज़ आया, बैंक is bankrupt, no money, depositors के सारे पैसे, it has been seized. They were sleeping आराम से in the night. Nobody was even aware कि ऐसा चीज़ हो रहा है. Mid of the night, they got a call from the bank POC itself that आपके पैसे सारे गए. They were like, okay, ये हमारे पैसे थोड़ी ना, ये तो investors के पैसे थे. That was investors' money. That was a thought process of one of the co-founders. But the other co-founder was like, okay, no, we have taken that responsibility to responsibly use that money. So now they did get up in the night, started working in the night itself, called their whole team, started finding out other opportunities, got connected to RBI, कि RBI कुछ help कर दे इसमें. Then some or the other way, US Federation came into the picture and they sorted out the whole case and they got back their money. So that was a realization for them that okay, we should not only keep our money in one bank account. We should have at least multiple bank accounts. नहीं तो सारा पैसा उधर है, next day के operations के लिए भी पैसा नहीं. So that was one of the realizations. Now few days back, They saw that yes, people are not accepting their solution. People are not ready to pay for their solution. They were giving it for free of cost. People are not ready to shed money. So what did they decide? They decided to close it. They had raised somewhere around $400,000 plus. And that was the amount which was there in their bank account, left over, after the expenditures, whatever they have done. ऐसे केसेस में बहुत सारे entrepreneurs के दिमाग में यही आएगा, यार इतना पैसा है, even if people are not accepting my solution, I'll keep on experimenting. जब तक ये पैसा खत्म नहीं हो जाएगा, पैसा खत्म हो जाएगा बोल दूंगा कि it is not working, money डूब गया, and shops are closed and I'm gone. They were responsible enough. They said no, this is the right time to close. Nobody teaches you this thing. People teach you what is the right time to start. Early in your college days, early in your ages, but when to stop, nobody tells you. So it is your experience which will come into the picture to understand from all the terms and conditions which are happening, to understand कि भाई हो गया सब, अब बंद करके दूसरा किसी चीज में दिमाग लगाना चाहिए, ये थोड़े like it is shaky. They even plan to return back the leftover investments to the same investors, and they got a lot of praise from the whole startup ecosystem that they were responsible enough for the money what they have raised. Good quick story. All are slept again. Okay, so you are here to understand entrepreneurship and what role does a incubator play in a student's career or a student's lifestyle. What is an incubator?
Who helps with resources and money as well.
With resources and
Money and network.
network and money. I heard something from here as well. Incubator.
Mentorship.
Mentorship.
Initiate staff.
Okay. What is an incubator? Where are you right now? You're sitting in AICISB Association. So AICISB Association is a incubator. So incubator's job is just like you can imagine a nest with baby birds inside it. The mother bird brings in all the food, feeds it, trains them how to fly, how to come out of the nest, and make them self-dependent. Kind of, that is the role of an incubator. We take in startups, or the incubators take in startups or even ideas from the initial days, when it is just an idea in your mind that okay, रात को 2 बजे कुछ ख्याल आया कि हाँ, I can do this thing as a business, this is a problem and many people are facing it. I want to test out my idea. You might have this assumption in your mind कि जो मेरा idea है, that is a unique one. Nobody else has thought about it. I should be the early adopter. I should be the early initiator of this. I should be very secretive about it, ताकि कोई दूसरा सुन ना ले, and then they pass it on to people, and then you lose out on the opportunity. होता है? All these things are there in mind. So when you hear this term incubator, do you get that hospital वाला incubator in your mind? उसका भी same काम होता है. They just keep a baby's life running. So we, as an incubator, we keep a startup's life running. Now, if you are a aspiring entrepreneur having an idea, now you want to test out कि वो idea चलेगा भी कि नहीं चलेगा. वो idea as a problem है भी कि नहीं. Do you know what is the process of going from an idea to a proof of concept? Market research. How do you do a market research?
Getting information from faculties and resources.
Journals. Okay. how do you go from your idea to a proof of concept level? Like these are the first few steps of your entrepreneurial life. I'll give you an idea. You tell me, like these are certain tools which we train people on, and then you can apply it in your daily life. So there is a tool called 5Y. 5Y, WHY, not only Y. So 5Y is अपने आप को उस प्रॉब्लम को लेकर के you yourself ask 5 times why. Sometimes, which is 99% of the time, people always believe that the problem which you are solving is the exact problem which has to be solved for the customer. But reality होता है, you are on the surface level. I reached office late. This is a problem. I reached office late. Can I question myself with this first why? Why did I reach office late? Can I get some answers for that? Why did I reach office late? Stuck in traffic? Woke up late?
Missed your bus.
Missed your bus? Man bhi nahi kiya. That is every other rainy day.
Time management.
Time management. You see, there are so many different things which are coming into the picture. Now, traffic. If I take traffic as a problem, can I as an individual solve the traffic problem?
Leave early from home.
Leave early from home. Okay. Sorry? Okay, see, when you ask the first why, you have got so many different parameters to think on. If you are stuck in traffic, now the next thing is, can you come out of your house early? Okay. If let's say I take the second option, which I guess I got it from this table, saying that I woke up late. I woke up late. Why? I slept late. Alarm didn't work. I snoozed the alarm and I went back to second session of sleep. I was partying. So again, late sleeping habits. You see, again, so many different routes are coming out of this. Now I'll again take alarm didn't ring. I am taking one solution for now. Alarm didn't ring. Why?
Phone was on silent.
Phone was on silent. Battery died. I forgot to turn on the alarm itself. I was in deep sleep. You see, again, so many different patterns. Now, again, I'll take phone died, due to which alarm didn't ring, due to which I didn't wake up on time, due to which I came late to the office. Now, the phone died. At the night when I was putting the alarm, can I do something or can I come up with some solution over here? When in the night I was putting up the alarm, can the alarm application go into the backend, analyze the battery percentage, find out the phone's battery life, understand कि हाँ भाई, you have 18% battery left, you are sleeping for 8 hours, you are setting up an alarm for 8 hours, based on your battery health, 8 घंटे नहीं चलेगा, वो सुबह तक बंद हो जाएगा. Can that alarm give me a notification saying that okay, you're setting up an alarm for 6 o'clock in the morning, you should put it for a half an hour charge? If I can do that, all the loops are getting solved. And now, at least can I make this application instead of going back to a traffic problem? I as an individual can't solve a traffic problem. There are so many different parallels over there. You saw coming late to the office. have as a problem, can ever you decide that you have to make a mobile application where the alarm gives you a notification कि भाई battery नहीं है, नहीं बजेगा alarm? Did you ever think of this? But the tool which we used that led you to think in this way. So when you come to a incubator, we have different levels at which we engage with startups. I guess this table is having a lot of fun. So let me ask you, what are the stages of startup, like life cycle of startup? At what stage do we take in startups? Again, I want jargons. So we take, there are three stages: pre-incubation, incubation, accelerator. Pre-incubation is the stage where you are into your ideation stage. The stage where you are still thinking about the possible problem which you have to solve, the actual problem which you have to solve, then the solution around it, then your team, then your funding, then your pricing, then marketing, then everything. So that is your first step. So pre-incubation is basically 3 to 4 months programs what usually incubators do, where you try to identify who is your actual customer, what is your actual problem which you are solving, what kind of a solution which a customer will be wanting, and before building anything. So this is the time when you are not building anything. Everything is in hypothesis. On paper you are trying to prove everything. On paper you are trying to justify things to people. So when we go back to this diagram, how to start a startup. So first is live in the future. Think beyond your aspect, like okay, 10 years from now, AI will be there, robotics will be there. Will there be any other technology which people are working on? Is there a bigger problem which is coming in future? Can you think of those? You should. Second, what is the world missing? Like, what is missing in the world? What is not there? Whenever you will go back to this question, you will be like, yaar, sab bana rahe. Everybody is thinking around these things. You will find hell lot of research papers which are written on that same problem. You try to Google whatever problem you have in your mind. You try to Google that. You will find some of the other company in some of the other continent solving that problem. So the world is not missing out on anything. It's all about how people are implementing it. So ideas have no values. Values are built by only execution. So whoever executes it well, good enough. Then comes the make a prototype wala stage. You make a quick prototype. Paper le lo, paper pe you draw a storyboard. You draw a user cycle, like okay, एक user अगर मेरे mobile application पे आ रहा है, what all things will they press? Okay, whenever you go onto a mobile application or a website, this is technical, non-technical question. So whenever you go onto a website, usually people have the tendency to look at the left topmost corner, then go to the right topmost corner, then directly come to the bottom left corner. Did you see a 7 kind of a pattern? Left, right, then left. Now again go back to your websites. Left में सबसे like what do you find in the left topmost corner? The toggle buttons or the burger buttons, which we call it as 3 lines वाले जो buttons होते हैं. You find that. Right side में, do you find sign up, login? Do you find those buttons over there? Then, let's say if you are going on to Byju's website and you want to apply for that course, do you find that apply wala buttons over here in that left corners? Somebody would have done this research in backend. What is the heat map of people? Like how do people, like whenever you use a mouse or whenever you scroll on your laptops, there is a heat map created. और वो बैकएंड में रिकॉर्ड होता है. People use that to build their websites, to do more conversions. So you can build those kind of UI, show it to 100 people. Like in pre-incubation stages, the best thing what you can do is, without burning money, without having money in your pocket, you can just directly go and talk to people. I am making this solution, will you buy it or not? Correct? Will it cost money? Will your pocket like get torn apart with that activity? How many of you have done surveys? How many of you know what a survey is? Raise your left hands. Okay. So if you know what a survey is, pre-incubation stage में, this is what the incubators train people on. कि भाई customer को जाके बोलना क्या है? Currently you are only not clear in solution बनाना चाहता हूँ. So what are you going and talking to the customer? But before that, who is your customer? Do you know किसके पास जाकर के पूछना है? But once you go through the pre-incubation stages, you will get a clear picture of what is your problem, what solution which you have to make, what kind of tech you have to use, what kind of customers you are going to target. Like कभी-कभी तो ऐसा भी होता है in pre-incubation space, if people are very dedicated, they can identify their customers like, okay, Mohali sector 65, phase 11, house number this, a person staying on a third floor, earning 60,000 rupees a month is my ideal customer. These are so many different parameters. Address पता चल गया, किस लोकेलिटी में I have to sell my product वो पता चल गया, किसको sell out करना है वो पता चल गया, what is his paying capacity पता चल गया. So all these things incubators usually train people on, and we as enablers, we are facilitating those connections. जिसने कर लिया है वो आके जिसको करना है उसको सिखाओ. That is the transactional activity what we do. Okay, can you read the keywords over here? Access to resources, you guys are told. We have co-working spaces, we have funding opportunities, we have surveys, we have pivoting. So what happens once you go through a pre-incubation program? What happens? What are the outcomes? Either you will validate your problem, your solution, your market, or you will invalidate it. Whatever was there in your mind doesn't work. Or the third one, which is pivot. The problem is there, the solution which I was proposing was not the thing which people wanted. Then I will pivot, I will take a turn. So these are the outcomes which you can expect in a pre-incubation program. Now, I am told that, okay, I will be telling you something about the fundings as well. So we have something called Department of Science and Technology, Govt of India, under which there are schemes like entrepreneurship in entrepreneur in residence. So these are the schemes for people who are done with their undergrads, who are out of their undergrads, people who want to test out their ideas, who want to check that, okay, like before, I guess in the morning slide you even saw financial risk as a barrier for your entry into entrepreneurship. So when you have a financial barrier that, okay, my parents have spent this much amount and they have given me this much of training, and now if I do entrepreneurship again कुछ साल तक पैसा नहीं आएगा. That is kind of a thought process. But government was like, okay, I'll give you 1 year का runway. Usually when you go to any MNC, from an engineering college point of view, I know 30,000-35,000 is the starting salaries. Government was like, okay, I'll give you 30,000 rupees per month for 12 months. You test out your idea. You go from idea to proof of concept or prototype. Where we as an incubator, we are a nodal point for that. So government is not an execution entity. They bring in schemes, they find incubators like us, they give us money, and we transfer money to people. And then we make sure that the money is utilized properly by giving mentorship, by giving proper guidance. Government ऐसे पैसे उड़ा रही है. So from past 7 to 8 years, government is just releasing funds from their bank accounts for people to test out things, for people to take a taste of entrepreneurship. And now government is like, अब इसका report भी दे देते हैं कि भाई पैसा जा तो रहा है, but what is the outcome? Are people like these just coming in for a attendance वाला session, or they actually want to become entrepreneurs? After pre-incubation, we have something called incubation. So अब incubation में you have a prototype. Pre-incubation से incubation आ रहे हो, तो prototype है. अब prototype से I have to go to market. That is the stage what I will be working on. So prototype से product बनाएंगे, product से product का testing करेंगे, product के testing से we will be testing it out from the customer point of view, from the market point of view, from the other stakeholder point of view, from technology point of view. Like, okay, imagine Paytm. What is the basic use of Paytm? Why did Paytm start? Online payments. What is the basic thing which comes to your mind? Mobile application which has a scanner inside it, which scans a QR code and links it to your bank accounts, individual who is sending and who is receiving. बहुत basic सा था. They might have tested out this thing कि ये चीज़ काम कर रही है कि नहीं. अब सीधा release कर दोगे and things don't work, you'll be irritated as a customer. Then you'll never go back to Paytm. How many of you still use Paytm? You know, Paytm, when it came, it became a brand name or a technology name. People were like, Google Pay kar rahe, but Paytm kar do. That was the kind of awareness that they created. They were the first few people who were starting into that industry. So they had to test out a lot many things. So I guess one of you mentioned in the morning saying that if there is a lot of competition, it is a threat. So when there is a lot of competition, your product or the solution which you are, or the problem which you are trying to solve, it is already validated. हजारों लोगों ने कर लिया है. Now you have to come up with a new way how to solve that. So competition at some point is good, but if you don't have competition, you'll have to spend some time to make people aware कि भाई problem क्या है. People are not aware. भाई मेरे को problem है and I am not aware that somebody is able to solve that problem. Life. Incubation usually comes with 6 to 18 months of time frame, depending on whatever type of grants you get, whatever type of product you are building, whatever type of incubation programs you go into. So time frame is different. You see, journey to achieving PMF, Zomato का यही हुआ. They didn't achieve PMF for that legend, that is product market fit. So certain incubation programs even offer to take you till that PMF wala thing, but certain sectors like software as a service, people who are making software से कभी PMF achieve ही नहीं होगा. Lifelong they are trying to achieve PMF, but they are not able to. So incubation programs help you in product development, journey to PMF, mentorship guidance, blah blah, commercialization, team building, again a grant. गवर्नमेंट इज लाइक ओके, पहले तो पैसा दे दिया आइडिया टेस्ट आउट करने के लिए, अब आइडिया से प्रोटोटाइप तक आ गए, प्रोटोटाइप से आगे भी तो लेके जाओ. नॉट ओनली वन प्रोटोटाइप वर्क्स. हाउ मेनी ऑफ यू हर्ड ऑफ दिस कंपनी कॉल्ड डाइसन? हैव यू यूज्ड डाइसन? डाइसन का सबसे पहला प्रोडक्ट क्या था? वैक्यूम क्लीनर. So Dyson made somewhere around 1387 prototypes of a vacuum cleaner before they released it in the market. How many? 1387. एक बनाने के लिए 6 महीने लग जाएंगे, 1 साल लग जाएगा. How many years would they have taken? Take a guess. जल्दी. 2 years. 1387. Life is not that simple. और कब बनाया था मैंने? So once you do the first step and fail, now you know what you don't have to do. Second time you'll not make that mistake. You'll start working on things, you'll avoid that mistake, you'll make another mistake. So I know one of the startups who made their first prototype of a headphone in 3 years, prototype to product in 6 months, product to the next version of that product 3 months, next version of a product to a different line of a product 2 months, and a month new innovation comes in. 3 years, 6 months, 3 months, 2 months, time frame कम होते जा रहा है. Because now you know what you don't have to do and what you have to do. Type 2.0 is Ministry of Electronics and IT का एक grant है where the information is there. Now again, 2 types of different grants, 4 lakh का है, 7 lakhs का है. Don't get excited, it's again for technology. How many are from commerce? Left hands. I am treating left hands and commerce together because I am an engineering student and a right handed. Okay. Again, another technical grant. Government is very bullish about technology and entrepreneurship together. So this is a grant by again DST where from proto to MVP or proto to market. That is the grant. This grant goes up to 10 lakhs. Again, for hardware related startups. Startups which have products. This is a product. Zomato has a product, but it is a software product. Zomato would have not got this grant. This is the kind of things which you have to make. Role of an incubator, money, market, mentorship. These are the only 3 things which we work on. स्टार्टअप को सिर्फ यही 3 चीज़ चाहिए, पैसा दिलवा दो. हम लोग को ज्ञान नहीं चाहिए, ज्ञान यूट्यूब पे मिल जाएगा, ज्ञान अश्विनी ग्रोवर के कोई पॉडकास्ट से मिल जाएगा, और सम अदर रैंडम पर्सन विल कम एंड गिव अस ज्ञान. पैसा दे दो, विल बी एबल टू डू थिंग्स. सो गवर्नमेंट इज लाइक ओके लो पैसा लो, बना लो कुछ. So money is there, where government grants are there. We have investors who are partners with us. They come and evaluate people. इन अर्ली स्टेज आइडिया स्टेज पे मत ही जाओ, उनके पास तो ज़्यादा अच्छा बेइज्जती करवा के वापस आओगे, क्योंकि यू आर नॉट क्लियर अबाउट योर आइडिया. व्हाट आर यू गोइंग टू पिच टू देम? वो पैसा क्यों निकाल के दें? मार्केट अगेन, पीपल कम टू अस टू लाइक टेक देम टू मार्केट इंक्यूबेशन स्टेज में, या उनको मार्केटिंग सिखा दें. बिजनेस स्कूल का सबसे बेस्ट चीज़ यही है ना कि मार्केटिंग सिखा दो और बाकी वो खुद कर लेंगे. Then market access, like get us connected to industries. Incubators have this access to corporate world. So they partner with, let's say, Microsoft, they partner with Google, they partner with n number of different players. Now we have partnership. अगर आपके पास ऐसा कोई solution है जो Google problem solve करने की कोशिश कर रहा है and we are able to connect you over there, we'll be able to connect. And जाओ pitch करो, sell करो उनको. So that is market. Mentorship. किसको नहीं समझ आया mentorship? Okay. How do you find a right incubator? This is the last slide. Now we as a incubator, we have maybe EIR as a program with us. So we do pre-incubation, but only from a grant perspective. Do we have a pre-incubation program? No. But in future we'll have, yes, maybe. So you'll have to find out a place where you can go according to your stage of business. Then आपको क्या चाहिए incubator से? Out of money, market, mentorship, you will have to decide. Based on that, who has money, go to them. Who has mentors, who have good mentors, go to them. We have all 3. Promotion. Scan करो जल्दी. Again promotion. And tell me what you get. What do you get? This is the right time to have your LinkedIn profile. Reality check. whatever information from our side you want कि हम लोग कौन सा प्रोग्राम कर रहे हैं, हम लोग स्टूडेंट्स के लिए क्या कर रहे हैं, हम लोग एंटरप्रेन्योर्स के लिए क्या कर रहे हैं, you can go and read it on our LinkedIn pages itself. So go and just follow that LinkedIn page.
Isn't it for people above the age of 18?
Is it?
No.
Is LinkedIn above for people above 18? ये प्रॉब्लम आज तक मैंने नहीं सुनी. Done? You have another keyword and another reference from Livelihood. We are big fans of Livelihood, so we want to keep that legacy going on and on. What do you get? Form की heading क्या है? Somebody mentioned in this group that design thinking is something which people should do. So we are doing a design thinking workshop where going from your 5 whys wala tool to X number of different tools, we can help you out with that. So if you are interested, we'll charge money for that and give you game. So those sessions will not be like this. You will have more and more and more of hands-on activities. Should I tell one activity of that? So one activity is you don't take your mobile phones, you don't take your wallets along with you, and we leave you on the streets of Mohali, Chandigarh, Panchkula, whatever you are from, and we give you 5 different hotspots of these places where you have to go, do a task without having money in your pocket. Beg, borrow, steal. Steal मत ही करना, college फंसेगा. We will not take responsibility for stealing. So that is one kind of an activity where you can learn survival skills, which is a skill set of a entrepreneur. Yeah, I can check that how many of you have done it. Another reference from Livelihood. You have your buses, right? 80 buses, 2 buses. And do you have boys separate, girls separate? How many have you not seen Livelihood? Please get that video. YouTube पे भी है, you will not have to spend any money. वो सब लोग पास हो सकते हैं. सब एक्सप्लेन वाले गए थे अपने आराम से पास कर सकते हैं. So if you have an idea, you can ask.